Imagine taking a small pill every day, something prescribed by a doctor and trusted for years without realizing it may slowly affect your memory and thinking. Millions of people take common medications daily, unaware that some pills have been linked to a higher risk of dementia. The medications raising concern. Many people are shocked to learn that some of the most commonly used pills often taken daily and prescribed for years have been linked to a higher risk of dementia. These medications are not rare or unusual. In fact, millions of people around the world rely on them to manage everyday problems such as allergies, sleep disturbances, anxiety, depression, bladder control, and even colds. Because these pills are so familiar, they are often assumed to be completely safe for long-term use. However, growing research suggests that this assumption may be dangerous. A major group of concern includes medications with strong anticholinergic properties. These drugs work by blocking acetylcholine, a chemical messenger in the brain that plays a crucial role in memory, learning, and clear thinking. While blocking this chemical can relieve certain symptoms, repeated and long-term interference may slowly weaken brain function. Over months and years, this disruption can add up, potentially increasing the risk of cognitive decline and dementia, especially in older adults. What makes this issue even more troubling is that many people take more than one of these medications at the same time. Each pill may seem harmless on its own, but together they can significantly increase the total anticholinergic burden on the brain. The effects are often subtle at first: mild confusion, forgetfulness, or mental fog, which are easy to dismiss as normal aging. Because the damage develops quietly, people rarely connect these symptoms to a pill they trust. This does not mean these medications should never be used. In many cases, they are effective and necessary. The real danger lies in long-term, unchecked use without regular review. Awareness, medical guidance, and thoughtful decision-making are essential to protect brain health while still managing everyday conditions safely. How these pills affect the human brain depends on a delicate balance of chemical messengers to function properly, and one of the most important of these is acetylcholine. This chemical plays a critical role in memory formation, attention, learning, and clear thinking. Certain commonly prescribed medications interfere with this process by blocking acetylcholine's action in the brain. While this blockage can relieve specific symptoms in the body, it can also have unintended consequences for cognitive health when exposure continues over time. When acetylcholine is repeatedly suppressed, the brain struggles to transmit signals efficiently. Memory recall becomes slower, concentration weakens, and mental clarity begins to fade. In the early stages, these changes may appear minor: misplacing items, forgetting names, or feeling mentally foggy. Because these symptoms develop gradually, many people assume they are simply signs of stress or normal aging. However, research suggests that long-term disruption of acetylcholine can place lasting strain on brain cells over months and years. This constant interference may contribute to structural and functional changes in the brain. Neurons involved in memory and decision-making become less responsive, and communication between brain regions weakens in older adults whose brains are already more vulnerable. This effect can be even more pronounced. Studies have found that prolonged exposure to medications with strong anticholinergic effects is associated with a higher likelihood of cognitive decline and dementia later in life. The most concerning aspect is that the brain often cannot fully recover once damage has progressed. Unlike temporary side effects, long-term cognitive impairment may persist even after the medication is stopped. This is why understanding how these pills affect the brain is so important. Awareness allows people to make informed decisions, seek medical advice, and reduce unnecessary risks to memory, independence, and overall brain health. Why the risk often goes unnoticed. One of the most dangerous aspects of the link between certain pills and dementia is how easily the risk goes unnoticed. Dementia does not begin with sudden memory loss or dramatic confusion. Instead, it develops slowly, often over many years. The earliest signs are subtle: forgetting small details, struggling to concentrate, misplacing everyday items, or needing more time to recall familiar words. Because these changes appear gradually, most people dismiss them as normal aging or temporary stress. Another reason the risk remains hidden is trust. When a medication is prescribed by a doctor or purchased over the counter, people naturally assume it is safe, especially if it has been used for decades. Many of these pills are taken daily for common problems like sleep, allergies, anxiety, or bladder control. Since the benefits are felt immediately, while the cognitive effects develop silently, there is little reason for people to suspect harm, adding to the problem. Many individuals, especially older adults, take multiple medications at the same time. Each pill may carry a small risk on its own, but together they can significantly increase the strain on the brain. This cumulative effect is rarely discussed unless someone specifically asks about it. Routine medical visits often focus on treating symptoms, not reviewing long-term cognitive side effects. Cognitive changes caused by medications can also mimic early dementia itself, making the connection even harder to identify. When memory problems appear, the assumption is often that aging or disease is to blame, not a pill that has been taken for years. As a result, the true cause remains overlooked. And the medication continues. This silent progression is what makes the risk so serious. Without awareness and regular medication reviews, people may unknowingly increase their risk of cognitive decline while believing they are simply taking care of their health. Who is most at risk? Not everyone who takes these medications will develop dementia, but certain groups face a much higher risk than others. Older adults are the most vulnerable. As the brain ages, it becomes more sensitive to chemical changes, and its ability to recover from damage weakens. Medications that interfere with brain signaling can therefore have a stronger and more lasting impact in later life. This is why the same pill that causes mild side effects in a younger person may significantly affect memory and thinking in someone over 60. People who take multiple medications are also at increased risk. Many commonly prescribed drugs have mild anticholinergic effects, and when taken together, their impact can add up. This cumulative burden places extra stress on the brain. Even if no single pill seems dangerous on its own, unfortunately, polypharmacy is very common, especially among seniors managing several health conditions at once. Long-term users face another serious risk. Taking a medication occasionally or for a short period is very different from using it daily for years. Prolonged exposure gives the brain little chance to recover. Allowing subtle cognitive changes to slowly worsen over time, the danger increases. When medications are continued out of habit rather than ongoing medical necessity, people with existing memory issues, mild cognitive impairment, or a family history of dementia may be particularly susceptible. Their brains may already be vulnerable, making them less able to tolerate additional chemical disruption. Those with conditions such as depression, sleep disorders, or bladder problems often treated with these medications may unknowingly face higher exposure as well. The greatest risk comes from a lack of awareness. Many people in these high-risk groups are never informed about potential cognitive side effects. Without regular medication reviews and open conversations with healthcare providers, the danger remains hidden, quietly increasing the risk of cognitive decline and dementia over time. What you should do right now: never stop taking a medication suddenly. Instead, speak with your doctor or pharmacist. Ask whether the medication is still necessary, if safer alternatives exist, or if the dose can be reduced. Protecting your brain for the future. Protecting your brain for the future begins with awareness and small, informed choices made today. The brain is one of the most delicate and valuable organs in the body, yet it is often overlooked until problems appear. Many people focus on treating immediate symptoms without considering how daily habits, medications, and lifestyle choices may affect long-term cognitive health. Understanding potential risks allows individuals to take control before damage becomes permanent. One of the most important steps is regularly reviewing medications with a healthcare provider. Many pills are continued simply because they were prescribed years ago, not because they are still necessary. Asking whether a medication can be reduced, replaced, or safely stopped under medical supervision can significantly lower unnecessary strain on the brain. In some cases, safer alternatives or non-drug approaches may provide similar relief with fewer cognitive risks. Lifestyle choices also play a powerful role in protecting the brain. Regular physical activity improves blood flow to the brain, supporting memory and mental clarity. A balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and whole foods provides essential nutrients that help maintain brain cells. Quality sleep allows the brain to repair itself, while chronic stress can accelerate cognitive decline if left unmanaged. Mental and social engagement are equally important. Challenging the brain through reading, learning new skills, or meaningful conversations helps maintain strong neural connections. Social interaction reduces isolation, which has been linked to faster cognitive decline in older adults. Protecting your brain is not about fear or drastic changes, it is about thoughtful prevention. By staying informed, questioning long-term medication use, and supporting brain health through daily habits, individuals can reduce their risk of cognitive decline. The choices made today can help preserve memory, independence, and quality of life for years to come.